All right. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this parent webinar. At PK Young, we are committed to ensuring that every student has the tools, resources, and support they need to plan for a bright future, whether that's college, career, or military, or another pathway. One of the key resources we've integrated to help students explore their interests, build personalized education and career plans, and set meaningful goals is Xello. Xello is an engaging, student-centered platform that empowers young people to connect who they are with the future they want to build. Families also play a big role in this journey. And today, you'll get a firsthand look at how you can support your child through Xello. We're excited to have Anthony Cook, a representative from Xello, here with us. He will walk us through the features of the platform, share how students and families can use it, and answer your questions. With that, I'll turn it over to Anthony to get started.
Thank you, Dr. Shepard. Thank you all for having me on. This is going to be quick. We have a short time here and a lot to go through. So we want to encourage you all to use the chat function should any questions arise as we go through this. We'll be manning that and then answering those as we go along. As was stated, I'm Anthony Cook, educator for 20 plus years from kindergarten all the way up through grad school. And now I'm here working for Xello. And let's talk about exactly what Xello is. It's an online program your child is using in school to help them prepare for the future. It offers a variety of activities from kindergarten all the way up to the end of high school. And these activities help students build self-knowledge, explore their options, and create achievable plans. They develop the 21st century skills needed to thrive in the world of work. And it's important for students to take ownership in planning for the future, but the caring adults in their life play an essential supporting role. So using Xello family accounts to see your child's work in future readiness is going to be important. And we want to use this opportunity to discuss and support their future goals and plans. So with that being said, let's keep going. So today's agenda is I'm going to show you what exactly is Xello, what it offers. We're going to overview the student experience so that way you can see what's available to your child. Jump in on the family portal so that you know what's available to you. And then again, open Q&A. Really want to encourage y'all to use that chat function that we have. So the Xello Family Portal is really about community engagement. We want parent, child, educators all involved to help prepare our students for success upon graduating from this K-12 space. And Xello helps bridge that gap between all the parties involved. We're going to take a look at what your child has access to in Xello. With the addition of Xello Family, parents and guardians gain full visibility into their child's future goals and plans so they can better support their learning and development. You're going to understand how intuitive design lets families easily navigate their child's work to view progress on lessons. When we ever should we launch this course selection, but more importantly, some career and college exploration. You'll also learn how the Xello Family Portal gives educators an easy starting point to have future-ready conversations with families and make sure that all stakeholders are aligned to fully support a student's journey. So PK Young has already launched this. We launched it last year. You should have received an email to set up your family account. That email has a setup link in it that expires after 17 days. If you're on today, you have not received that email, please let the team know. That way we can generate that account setup email to you all, and that way you will be able to set this up. The email that it will go to is the email that we have on record at the school. So this will give you the opportunity to make sure that the correct email is on file if you think it's not. So sending that email to the school will allow you that opportunity to say, hey, listen, here's the correct email. Let's generate that account setup link. Take note that when this does happen, you'll want to check your inbox and your spam folder. This is what the email will look like that you see on the screen. to be able to create your family portal account. When you receive it, you'll want to select the Add Student tab that you see right here and follow any additional instructions that may be available to you. It's a very quick setup, but again, this will allow you to have access to your child or all of your children that may be at the school. Now, a quick way to give you an overview of what Xello encompasses is this video. So I want to share it with y'all so that you can start wrapping your brain around all that is offered in the platform.
You're juggling a lot as a student. Between school and the rest of your life, there's so much to think about. And looming large on that list is your future. You know your future is important, but it can also be hard to imagine. That's where Xello can help. Xello is all about your future and can help you create a map to get there. You'll start by thinking about who you are today. What do you like to do? What do you not like to do? What are you good at? Who you are today can give you clues about who you might become. Next, get ready to explore. What options are out there? Explore beyond what you know, beyond your town or city, beyond the jobs of people you know, beyond jobs you've ever heard about. Follow your curiosity from a favorite subject to a related job, to a job related to that job, to all the pathways you could take to get there. You may end up somewhere completely unexpected. Time management, job interviews, career biases, money. You'll learn about these topics and lots more. Plus, you'll be able to use this kind of knowledge to help you make decisions along the way. When you find a path you might want to take, use Xello to create a map, a plan that you can follow into your future. Set some goals to use as guideposts. Goals can keep you motivated, focused, and excited. Completing goals can give you a feel-good boost to keep you going. Turns out, thinking about your future can be pretty fun. But you may have moments where it feels overwhelming. In those moments, remember, everything can change. You can change your mind. You can change your plans. You can change. And Xello will be there to change right along with you.
So as you can see, this will follow a child from kindergarten through 12th grade and really give them the tools necessary to figure out what their post-secondary pathway is and the career that they want to pursue. Before we proceed, Dr. Shepard, I see that there are a few people that oh, you just beat me to it. Girl, see, we are synced. Okay, so those of you that were asking about receiving that email, Dr. Shepard just dropped the answer in the chat, so please make sure to check that, and that will be the information you'll need to get your family accounts set up. So here's how Xello works. With Xello, your child will build self-knowledge. They're going to define their interests, their skills, their preferences, and aspirations so they can explore the opportunities right for them. They're going to explore those options. They're going to learn about careers, possibilities, and educational pathways by exploring rich and engaging content and lessons. They're going to create a plan. Your child can create dynamic, actionable plans that outline the steps needed to achieve school, career, and life goals. And then lastly, they're going to learn and reassess. There's interactive lessons that help your child develop age-appropriate skills and knowledge for success in school and beyond. So let me give you a tour and let's look at the student experience. Let me jump in here. Now, there are three different experiences, the K2, the 3-5, the 6-12. I'm going to show you as a matter of fact, before I jump in, let me show you how it looks in all three comparatively speaking. This will be really good for y'all to see. So that building self-knowledge in the K2 space, they have what they call their what we call their D-pad, where they're going to start identifying what their strengths are, what their interests are, starting to like those careers. And the 3-5, it starts to build out a little bit more. We move from the D-pad and this interactive gaming system that's in the K2 experience to really being able to explore a little bit further in what the careers are, what the pathways are to get to those careers, with the income that those careers are going to bring in. We move from the D-pad to the About Me, where they will identify their interests, they'll identify their skills, they'll rank their favorite subjects, and they can start creating some goals in the 3-5 space as well. And then for the middle and high school, it does become a bit more age appropriate, where they will be able to explore further careers. They can explore all of the 2-year, 4-year technical colleges. They can explore all of the pathways. Will they enroll in 2-year, 4-year technical college? Will they enlist in the military? Will they seek employment upon graduation through an internship, an apprenticeship, going straight to work? Or being an entrepreneur, or will they take an exploration year where they work with our vetted organizations to help them further explore what might be best suited for them in their career aspirations? And then that exploration one that I talked about. So in the K2 space, they're going to learn about multiple careers within one, what we call a career cluster. Now, there are 16 national career clusters. In the K2 space, we've made that a little bit less to make it more age appropriate. And then they'll move on to the 3-5, where they can explore within those 6 clusters as well, careers that fall in those clusters. And then when they jump into that middle and high experience, that's where it really opens up and they can explore all 16 career clusters. And in the K2 space, there are going to be 18 careers that they're learning about, some of which will require college, some is going straight to work. But again, we want to start planting these seeds as early as possible to allow students to really start to frame out what they could potentially be and where they want to go to do that. And then in the 3-5 space, there's 200 plus careers. And then in the 6-12 space, we have over 600 careers that students will explore. And then that other pillar, that planning section in the K2, really they're planning around those skills that those strengths that they've identified, clues that they're picking up within a game. And then as they're learning about those careers as well. And then when they jump into the 3-5 space, we help them plan a little bit more by giving them lessons where they can start building those skills that they need for being successful in life. And then we move from those missions in 3-5 to actual lessons in 6-12. But really what those lessons are doing is helping them starting to put some details to those future plans that they want to make, those SMART goals that they want to create to help the in between from now to where they want to be. They can start planning out their college experience as far as where they want to go, applying to those colleges, exploring scholarships and applying to those scholarships to help close the financial gap to get them there. So as I mentioned, in that K2 space, there are 6 locations and they're playing games within those locations, learning about those careers. And then in that 3-5 space, it's those missions that I mentioned. There are 18 missions now. I think we're up to, is it 18? It might be 16 that we're up to now. No, take it back. It's 12. And then in that middle and high, there are over 28 lessons that students can explore. And we're adding every year more and more lessons to help enrich that experience for students and equip them with the skills that they need. So Xello is fully responsive. It can be accessed on a laptop, on a desktop, on a tablet, on a phone. It's going through the school's portal and accessing Xello that way. So as long as students know how to do that, they can access this on any device. So those lessons that we have available for students help them learn and reassess. They're interactive, and this really starts to kick in that the 3rd to 5th experience, and then 6 to 12, it gets even deeper here. But these interactive lessons, students jump into these lessons and it'll walk them through everything they need from beginning all the way to the end. So it doesn't take much direction from you or the educator. It's just knowing where a student needs to go. And once they select those lessons, it will guide them through all the learning. In addition to those lessons, we do have 3 career interest assessments that begin in the 612 experience. Developmentally, we don't really have interest assessments that they're going to take K5. We really want them, their brains are such sponges. We really want them just to, the world is their oyster, and we want them exploring all of that. And then when we get into that 612 space, students will have access to these 3 career interest assessments. The first one is Matchmaker. That unlocks personality style. Personality style will then unlock Mission Complete. And they are built with a set of, we say questions here, but they're really statements that students are going to rate from like very much to dislike very much. And based on how they rate those statements, they will be matched to those careers. And Matchmaker is a very general career interest inventory. Personality styles is uh, the traditional Myers-Briggs matched with Holland's Code, which is like the grandfather of all career interest inventory. So students will be matched to those careers based on their personality style. And then Mission Complete dives a little bit deeper and gets more specific to what might be the best suited careers for them. This is new this year. We've just launched the real game, and this becomes accessible to students in the 612 experience. This is a practical, engaging solution for teaching financial literacy. And if you didn't know, our state actually has some financial literacy standards that we're supposed to be introducing students to and making sure that they master them. So by students even playing this game, they're taking care of half of those standards. It starts with a clear introduction. That's why we created the real game. This didn't come out of anywhere. The original real game was an award-winning program developed in the early 2000s alongside 10,000 plus educators, counselors, students, and parents. And it was used by millions of students worldwide. And we've completely reimagined it to better suit today's students in classrooms. And the real game is designed to fill the gaps we just talked about, bringing financial literacy to students in a way that truly resonates. It's interactive and it's realistic, so students feel motivated and confident instead of intimidated. They learn skills like budgeting, planning through real life scenarios, helping them graduate financially prepared. And it's designed for real classrooms, giving educators that support and confidence they need to effectively teach personal finance. You have the ability, once your family accounts are created, to explore your child's profile. So you can see all the work that they've been doing in Xello, from the careers they've saved, from the results of their inventories, schools that they may be interested in, pathways they may be interested in, any goals that they may be setting. If they have completed lessons and what the results of those are for, you actually have access to that. And this is what this looks like for you all. So let me show you. Once you have your family account ready and set up, this is what your landing page is going to look like. You'll have all of your children listed across the top here. They'll also be listed right down here. And right here, all of you all, so I've just talked about what's in the platform, but guess what? Once you have your family account, you actually can jump into the platform by selecting which student experience you want to explore. So I'm going to pick my grade 8 child here, Kate. No, I'm going to go with grade 10, my boy Jack. So as a parent, guardian, I can jump into the platform myself, and I get to explore this just as my child would have explored it. So I can take the interest inventories that are right here. I can explore those careers, those schools. I can play the real game right here. I can take a look at what my child sees. Here's their to-do list. This is my fake account. This is not PK Young, so I don't want y'all to freak out thinking, wait, my child has 19 things to do. This is my play account. So this will probably look a little bit different than yours, but it's important for you to see that when your child logs into Xello, they have a list of what they're expected to do at every grade level. And as they knock out lessons, those are going to be saved down here. But you can see some of those pillars that I talked about, the About Me section here in the 612 experience, where those career matches are at, the results of their inventories right here. They can even build out a resume, add in their experiences and credentials, self-assess skills and interests that they may have. They can explore those 600 plus careers, 3,500 plus schools. We even have this year, we just launched this. As your school gets comfortable with this, they may set up college fairs, college visits. They can build that right here into the platform, and students can sign up for those visits so that way they can hear from those people in the field. They can also explore all of the pathways that are available to them upon graduation. And then lastly, in the plans section, y'all can even do this. You can create your future plans here, set those SMART goals, jump into the college planning tab here, where you can create a scholarship profile that will reach out into the national, state, and local database and pull in all of those scholarships that may match students. And you can even explore the Knowledge Hub and learn a bit more about what is FAFSA, what's the ACT, SAT? How do I prep for that? What's Common App? How do I prepare for that? All of that you have access to simply by having your family account created and jumping into this Explore Xello, looking at that demo account. But if you wanted to see just your child, so if I take a look at Jack here, this is where I can see the work that Jack has been doing. I see that his learning style is tactile. I see that his personality style says that he's an organizer, he's a helper, he's a thinker. Some more overview as far as his goals go, his cluster that was matched to him. You get all of this information on your child, those everything that they've saved. So you can start thinking about or having conversations about what careers they're trying to pursue, what that might look like for them. If they've created any plans within the platform, it'll show here. Jack wants to be a nurse. He wants to go the collegiate route. For Cook, he wants to go the technical route, the technical college route. If there are any colleges that they've saved, this is where it's going to show along with those scholarships. So you can jump right in and take a look at that on behalf of your child. You can even have some of those conversations with them. Ask things like, did any of those career matches surprise you? What do you like and dislike about being a chef versus being a nurse? What made you decide to take this course? Does this course align with the career that you're trying to pursue? Which they can actually see that within the platform as well. And you can even talk about those schools that they're considering doing, what they're considering doing after high school. If they're trying to be an apprentice, maybe you didn't know that. Now you can start having conversations around that. So you can, we have some conversation starters available for you that I'll make sure to share with you all. And that will come in an email that we're going to send out your way that'll have today's recording, today's slide deck, and then some articles that you see right here on the screen. I'm going to share those links with you as well. So that way you can get a sense of what's available to you in your family account, those conversation starters. And parents always ask about safety and accessibility. So I'm going to share that with you, but we do want you to know we take data protection and privacy very seriously. So we comply with FERPA, and we are also a signatory of the Student Privacy Pledge. So we make sure that students are protected, their data is protected. We adhere to all of those rules and regulations. So that brings us to the end. We wanted to give you high level overview. I'm going to drop a survey link in the chat for you all, if you would, for me, answer those 4 to 5 questions that are there. And we'll use this last bit of time together. We have about 5 minutes. If you have any further questions for us, we're here to answer those for you all.
Hey, Anthony, if you could reshare the link, but choose everyone.
Oh, I sent it to us.
Yes.
I got you. Oh,
And
excellent.
again, as far as receiving the email for login, it was intentional after this call. I will work with Xello to make sure that those emails go out. Um, so you can get it as early as today or as late as tomorrow, but you will receive the emails. If you do not, please reach out to me. I've included my email in the chat, tshepherd@pky.ufl.edu. But you should receive an email regarding login by either today or tomorrow at the latest. If you don't, Monday, please feel free to email me.
And remember to check both your inbox and your spam. And also remember you'll have 17 days to create your account. Otherwise, it's going to become inactive. So make sure here within the next couple of weeks, once you receive that email, that you set up your account. It doesn't take long. It's about 3 to 4 minute process. And then you'll have access to what your child is doing at PK Young. Any other questions for us? Anything you want me to show you? Because I breezed through that real quick.
And as you are exploring the platform, once you receive access, if you do have questions, please don't hesitate to relay those to me. Um, Anthony is a friend, and he's, been at PK. He will continue to come to PK and lead various parent nights. And so we're hopeful that next semester you would see Anthony in the flesh, and he will be able to answer any questions that you may have.
It's on
Then
my calendar, Dr. Shepherd.
it is. Um, as for your students, there are some students who, as early as next week, will dive in to the 4 lessons if they're secondary, 2 if they're elementary. Dive into the lessons to complete. It will be staggered and it's based off of grade level. But I assure you that our faculty is really excited about the potential of Xello and what it can do for our students. And so we will continue to explore the tool and best position our students to be college and career ready. So I thank you for your time. If there are no additional questions, which I don't see, and as Anthony shared, the link to the slideshow as well as the um, recording will be made available to you, and it will be sent out. So, thank you for joining. Bye.